her. It's continuing to get into the paint. Teams are going to be so distracted with having to stop JJ, Stewie, and I that she's going to be able to get in the paint at ease and continue to put pressure on defenses, and she did that perfectly tonight.
What was today like for you?
Say that again.
What was today like for you at the ring ceremony? You seemed to soak it in when they held you out last. What was the whole?
Yeah, I mean, I was just where my feet were at. I wanted to embrace, enjoy, got a little emotional when they played the video. I've never experienced this before, and that was something I didn't want to lose sight of just with the fact that there was a game coming up. I wanted to watch the banner, raise. I wanted to wave to my family. It was like 40 people came out from California just for this game, and so for me, I was just really present in knowing like this doesn't come around often, and you work so hard in your career to get to this moment, and I just enjoyed it. Like the atmosphere of the fans, it was sold out before the game, the tip-off even happened, so it was cool to just be able to enjoy and embrace that with the city.
What was your reaction saw the ring?
It was huge. The ring was huge. I haven't really even like taken it apart and seen all the kind of cool features of it. But I mean, I knew it was going to be big because we played for New York Liberty. So I knew our owners were going to make sure we felt all the love and the diamonds and the bling. But it was just amazing. Like, I can't wait to kind of go and soak it all in.
Have you seen another championship ring, like, I don't know, from another player, another team, whether NBA, WNBA, that, I don't know, stands out to you and even compares? Or?
I mean, you always see, like, when guys wear them, especially, like, NBA players a lot of the time wear them, but it's there's no feeling kind of like your own, and especially being able to have it, like, on your finger. And so, for me, it's been really fun to be able to kind of enjoy that.
What was the off-season?
Go ahead.
What was the off-season like for you?
Yeah, off-season was pretty crazy. Been to a few continents and traveled and trained, that entire time. So it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. Obviously, I had a bunch of off-court stuff that I was able to do, but kept the main thing. I got better, worked on my offense, defense, worked on everything as a whole. So it's fun to now kind of turn the page and start season.
Sabrina, I just wanted to clarify, when you said the video made you emotional, is it the one where Sue Wicks was narrating?
Yeah, I think so.
So what about that sort of got you?
I mean, I think just like the way she narrated it, and then JJ was sitting next to me, and JJ's like, I need a tissue, I'm getting emotional. And so you kind of like remember the feeling of what it felt like to win again. And especially for JJ, who hadn't won and was so close so many times, like, you're just able to see that kind of sacrifice from your teammates and kind of get reminded of how special that moment is. And I'm thankful, like, none of us really took that moment for granted out there. I think we could have looked forward to the game, lock in, turn the page. And, I think for us, it was more like, now we want to enjoy and celebrate that with the team that we have here. And the journey and the kind of starts after that banner went up, and it kind of being able to turn the page and start a new season.
JJ also, she played with a lot of emotion on her sleeve, especially when she was dealing with a lot of physicality. What did you make of how she was sort of just able to stick with it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's our growth as a team, is continuing to find ways to get her the ball, and also just understanding they kind of doubled early on and then they stopped, and she was, it's like you just keep chipping away, and it's a long game, and the way teams play to start the game is not always the way that they're going to finish the game. And so I was proud of her and how she was able to continue to kind of manipulate the defense and drag them out and then be able to finish inside.
So when you look at the banner, you're going to look at that the rest of your Liberty career knowing it's up there. What does it mean to you on a personal and professional level to have that undeniable sign of New York greatness, that undeniable sign of a championship up there forever, and knowing you had a major part in that?
Yeah, for me, it's always just going to be a reminder of why I got drafted here, and that was to bring this city a championship, the first for this organization. And so for me, I just remember talking to Jonathan from when he picked me to come to New York. It was like, this is what our goal is, and to be able to see it up there shining bright, knowing there's always only going to be one first, and that was it. And so to kind of know the journey we were on, how hard it was to get it, and now trying to go get another one.
You just mentioned that in the off-season you worked on some things and got better. What specifically did you think improved or that you got better with?
Yeah, I mean, a lot. I wouldn't really, I think I want to show it rather than just continue to say it, but obviously conditioning is something that I've been doing since November, and the season ended in late October, so that was something I would say that I've really been working on. But also defensively, like I had a big defensive assignment tonight in Jewel Lloyd, and I feel like I was able to make a huge impact on both sides of the ball, and obviously continue to just work on using my body, getting into the paint, and kind of refining the skills that I have already.
And just one follow-up really quick on defense. Lana said this was a game time decision, and she ended up playing, and she had a huge defensive game tonight, which is probably not a surprise. But what did you think of her tonight, especially with her being a game time decision?
Yeah, I mean, she hopped off the plane in a different time zone and just went straight to playing, and that's just Leo. We knew she would, but I think it shows who she is as a person, the character she has, how she shows up for us every single night. And I'm excited to get a few practice days now with her, with Tosh, with our entire team that is here now to be able to continue to just grow.
What was it like going to the Met?
It was great. It was really fun. Being able to do that with my teammates was even better.
We'll go to Erica and finish with Jack.
Thank you. I wanted to ask you about, this is the true start of a new season here. We know that there seems to be a focus on the process. So how would you gauge how the team did after this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously a lot of room for improvement, but you don't always win pretty. And so for us, it was nice. I think we were 4 for 21 or 4 for 20 from the three-point line, and we're able to still grind out a great win. And I think, in understanding, you can't really skip any part of the process on, kind of your quest to win a championship. Just because you did it last year doesn't mean you're going to do it again. And I think to have a veteran group that really understands that, and then to have a bunch of players who haven't won yet and are fighting to win their first, I think it meshes really well with kind of our team and knowing we got to go out and we got to earn it, and it's going to be a process. You don't win a championship in game one, and so just piece by piece, we got to continue to focus on the things that we know we can control.
So what was it like to see, well, obviously we knew Benijah was going to come back and get her ring, but also Ivana was there. What was it like to sort of see them be a part of this too?
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea she was coming, and so I think I jumped in her arms when I saw she was here. Every single person a part of that team, helped us win a championship, and so to be able to see the members that kind of showed up that aren't with us this year but are able to be here and enjoy their moment, like they're all champions, and we celebrate them just like we celebrate us who are here now.
Thanks, Seth.
Thank you.